sis, I just want to cook my lunch. That I wanted to use is for the Hi everybody, today I'm going to be doing a video about my must-have Chrome extensions, whether you're a student in uni, high school, or if you just generally love productivity like me. Anyway, I never really used to be a Chrome extensions person. I just didn't really see the point in them and I always used Safari. But I did try to put a lot of research into this video and find ones that I would actually use. Some of them are quite well known, but other ones I just came across within my own time with projects I needed to do for school. Anyway, I decided that I'm going to split this video up into two parts. So about 70% of it will be actual productivity Chrome extensions that really help me stay on task with things, and then the other 30% are going to be like fun things that I really enjoy just on my Chrome extension. Makes me sound like a bit of a nerd, but you know, let's roll with it. That's enough from intro, guys, so let's get into the video. Okie dokie, so the first Chrome extension that I'm going to be talking about is called Beano. I've found it really helpful when I'm doing projects or assignments that do require a lot of different websites. So I'll just show you an example here on my trusty MacBook Air. So if I just go to, just as an example, this was a website that I was using for my biotechnology assignment, and I had to look at animal-human hybrids. So if I needed to take like the most important information from this website, you just, let's say I look at this part. So if you right click, you'll be able to highlight, well, let's go all of that. You'll be able to highlight this and you know, you get to choose different colors. But then the most important part here that I find really helpful is that you can take notes of this information. So for example, I just said in my assignment that important and newest experiment. So that's an example of what I would do. There are other Chrome extensions like this. There are quite a lot, but this is the one that I've found that has worked nicest for me. It's not glitchy. You can change the fonts, you can change the color. That sounds, I mean, that might not be important to some people, but it is to me. So that's what I found really helpful. Anyway, so that's my first tip. So the next one I'm going to be talking about is Adblocker. It's a pretty common Chrome extension, but if you haven't heard of it, I find it really useful for online shopping, or even if I'm just trying to focus without clicking on things. Not that I tend to go for internet clickbait anyway, but I'll show you another example. So if I go into Fox News, I had to do this for a political project the other day, so bear with me, but if I have a look at this page, there will be some ads that will pop up down the bottom here, and there'll be some things like click here, blah blah blah. So yeah, like this thing that's just come up here, so it's like, want to get these alerts sent to you directly, click here, blah blah blah. So if I just go up to this puzzle icon and I turn on this and then I refresh, these ads should be gone. So this is really good. I really like it. For this demonstration, turned it on and off and on again because I didn't want to, because it automatically happens, but I just wanted to show you how it works, and you can customly turn them off if you do need a website with ads on, or if they're a website that runs purely off ads and they need, they get commissions from ads. So yeah. Alrighty, number 3 is what font. If you're a sucker for good fonts like myself to use in some good PowerPoint presentations, then keep watching because immaculate. As an example, I'm going to go up to the Morphe page here. Yes, this was, yeah. Anyway, so if I go into here, I've actually already got it on, but if you click what font, and then if you drag this mouse when it's on over, it'll come up with a font. And I think this is great because I do use a lot of different fonts in PowerPoint presentations, and I just think generally looks better, and I just think this is such a great way because then you can go to the internet and download these fonts and you can get them for free, and it's like, you know what, banger, absolute banger. Badly designed PowerPoints make me sad, so this is really great, and I totally would recommend if you don't like the standard fonts that Google Slides gives you, because sometimes they suck. Anyway, Alright, so my next one that I'm going to talk about is called Find SciPaper. I find it really great if you do obviously science subjects because it allows you to access articles that you usually have to pay for. So the one I'm looking at right here is actually about the ethical considerations of stem cell research. I do biology, find this incredibly interesting. I do like to do a little bit of research about it in my spare time. So if we scroll down here, you can see that it's money that my teenage minimum wage self does not have. So if I just go up here and I scroll down to Find SciPaper, if I click on this, it's going to bring up a new page and it's going to have this weird little GIF over here. Not the point, but it means that I can access loading this article for free, and I just think that's really great. It means that it's a heap more research that I can sub into my projects, and I just find this really great for very obvious reasons. So if you're a science student, get on this. It's top notch. Okay, moving on to Chrome extension number 6. So this is called MyBib. It's a site generator. I personally think it's the best one because it's really quick, it's really easy, and you can add it to a board and have a complete bank for a project that you're doing of the extension. So just as a cute example, I was looking at this the other day, which is about New Zealand politics. That picture is kind of scary, not the point anyway. So if I just scroll down to MyBib citation generator, if you can also select the style that you want as well, but as you can see here, it's come up in Harvard style personally because that's what my school uses, but it means that I have all the information. Also tells you if it's credible or not, which is kind of good as well. Love that. Anyway, so you can click to copy it, you can save it to project, and obviously, as I said before, you can change the style in which your uni or school uses. So I find this one really great, and I do have a couple of projects that I have different things saved in. So like I was talking about before, my biology project, this means that I had a bunch of scientific journals saved through this app. Even for literature or politics, it's just really helpful for things like that. So I really appreciate it. Yeah. So the next Chrome extension that I'm going to be suggesting is called Google Mail Checker. This is made by Google, so it's really easy to find on the Chrome extension store. Anyway, so if I just happen to be scrolling anywhere, just vibing, not wanting 10% off, but if I'm just, you know, doing something and I'm like, oh, I might have to check my mail, what I can do is I can just go up here and I can just click this Google Mail Checker button, and instead of going all the way through the websites, you can just go straight to Gmail, and it works really well for me. I know it sounds kind of a little bit pointless, but I find it really easy because if you're anything like me and have a really short attention span, then this is kind of good. So so the last one that I'm going to be talking about is called Forest, and if you did watch my productive day in the life, if you want to go watch that one as well, I did put a lot of effort into that video, so if you want to click up in one of these corners to watch it, you are very welcome to. Anyway, I did mention this in that video, and this is basically just a Chrome version of it. So I just find it really helpful because if I don't want my phone in the room, it means that I can use it on my laptop, and it's really good because it stops you from going on sites like YouTube. I've discovered that within the last, couple of minutes. Anyway, so if I just click this little banner and I change the setting, so let's say I want 25 minutes, and you can also change the trees as well, but I'm just gonna use the standard one as a demo. But if you just click this, it'll give you a little timer, very cute. And so yeah, if I click into YouTube, it'll tell me how much time I have left and that I cannot go on this site because it's considered entertainment and I need to stay productive, and you do too. So like this video if you want to stay productive because it's been a rough year. Alrighty, so the next section is going to be just about fun stuff and stuff that really brightens my day and just stuff that is to do with my hobbies. So this is anything from browser tab openers to just some funny websites. Not really funny, but I really like them, I really enjoy them. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is I Just Want the Recipe Janet, and I find this hilarious because number one, this is my mom's name, number two, I love Karen-esque memes. But anyway, so if I'm just looking at this recipe I used for my chicken burrito bowl, in what I ate in a day, you should go check that out. I'll put it in the little icon, just in one of the corners. Really good. If you want to like and subscribe as well, that'd be much appreciated. Anyway, so as you can see, there's just this little button that's popped up down here that says I just want the recipe with a little thumbs up. So if I click on this, it's going to literally diminish the page to just what I need, which is really great. So you've got all the, you know, general stuff, but then you've just got everything, and it's really simple and it's really great, and I really appreciate it because scrolling through recipe pages and blogs, like, as much as people put work into them, it can be a little bit too wordy sometimes, and it's like, sis, I just want to cook my lunch. Right, so the next one I'm going to be talking about is Cena. I found this really, really great over quarantine. Not that quarantine is going to last for much longer, which I'm so excited about, but anyway, let's just get into it. So I just have a look down here. It's a virtual movie theatre. So there is Netflix Party, but with Cena, you can actually video chat the person at the same time. And it doesn't work on just Netflix, it works on Stan, it works on YouTube, it works on Disney Plus, which is really great because we love some versatility. Anyway. Obviously I'm not going to start a watch party, but what you can do is you can either host a watch party or you have a code and you can join with your friends and watch movies and chat in the chat at the same time. But I found it really good while I'm in quarantine, so would totally recommend, love it. 10 out of 10. So you don't just have to watch with one person, you can watch with like a group of people as well, which I find really enjoyable because I've really loved watching movies with my friends during quarantine. It actually feels like, you know, I'm participating in a social life which has become non-existent because of this year, but that's not the point. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be looking at is picture-in-picture extension. This is great if you're a multitasker like me while you're doing your homework. It's kind of like a split screen if you're on a Mac, or I think PCs have it as well. Basically, you can watch something and be doing something else at the same time. That was a really bad explanation, so I'm just going to show you because that's going to be that'll help way more. So for example, lately I've been really getting back into makeup YouTube. I do really like makeup. My eyebrows are looking horrendous today, but that's not the point. I have really been appreciating some makeup YouTube lately, especially Soph Does Life. She's so sweet. I love her, just her aesthetic, her vibe, it's great. Anyway, so I'm just going to show you how picture-in-picture works. So if I go up to my extensions button and I scroll down to picture-in-picture, you guessed it kids, it comes up as a picture in the corner. You can move this to wherever you want in your screen. So this just means if I'm doing some planning on a lovely Sunday, this means that I can have a look at my calendar. I can also watch YouTube at the same time. Great. We love some entertainment, especially because I do spend a lot of time in my room. Obviously I don't have a TV, so it's kind of great. Love it. Alrighty, so the next one I'm going to be talking about 11 and 12. They're kind of similar, so I'm going to talk about them together, but it's basically that whenever you open a tab, something pops up. That was a really bad explanation, but I'll show you what I mean. So if I click the new tab button here, it'll come up with a cute little bunny, and life is good, apparently, according to this lovely bunny on my computer screen. Anyway, so basically I think it's really simple, it's really cute. I don't know if this is just me, but I really appreciate it. So I'm somebody who opens tabs relentlessly. It's kind of a bad habit, but sometimes when I'm doing an assignment, my tabs, I'll have like 20 tabs open. I wake up the next morning and I look at my tabs and I'm like, that's gross. Anyway, so if we just have a look at this, so the health in the corner decreases as you have more tabs open, and you kind of have to keep the bunny healthy, and I just thought this was so cute. I'm like, so as I said before, this one is really similar. When I open a tab, it gives me a motivational quote, and I really like it. Sounds really cliche, but I'm honestly a sucker for motivational quotes because motivating myself sometimes is really hard. Anyways guys, that is all from me today. I really hope that you enjoyed learning about some of these Chrome extensions, and if you want to, you know, get some of them on the Chrome store, they're all free, by the way. I didn't pay for any of these. I just find them really helpful, and especially when I'm studying, so I hope you do too. But anyway, if you want to like and subscribe and comment down below, that would be really appreciated. It supports my channel and, you know, helps me grow, and I would really appreciate that. But I'll see you next time. Bye!